Critical process died in Windows 10. How to fix this stop code. The dreaded blue screen of death, infamously known as BSOD, can wreck your day. There are more than 500 BSOD error codes. But the critical process died stop code gets the most attention. In fairness, BSODs are much less common in Windows 10 than they were in previous versions of the OS. But when they happen, it is still annoying. Losing the stuff you were working on is the least of your worries. Don't let a blue screen of death ruin your Windows experience. We've collected causes and solutions for the most common Windows errors so you can fix them when they pop up. A critical process unexpectedly stopping is responsible for the majority of BSODs. You'll know if you're a victim because you'll see error code hexadecimal 0000000EF on the blue crash screen. At its most basic level, the cause is simple: a background process which Windows relies on has become corrupted. It could have either stopped entirely, or its data has been incorrectly modified. Digging deeper, it becomes much harder to pinpoint the precise issue. Everything from iffy drivers to memory errors could be the culprit. Worse still, there are near-endless scenarios in which the BSOD could arise. Perhaps it only happens when you're gaming, when you log into your machine, when you open a certain app, or when you wake your machine from sleep. The diversity of possible causes means there are several troubleshooting steps you need to work through. What is a blue screen in Windows? How do you fix blue screen errors? Here are several fixes for this common Windows problem. For every Windows issue, there's a tool you can use to fix it. Find your problem in this list and pick one of the 13 troubleshooting and repair tools for Windows 10. To run the tool, open the Settings app and go to Update and Security greater than Troubleshoot. Scroll down and select Hardware and Devices. Then click on Run the Troubleshooter. Your system will spend a few minutes scan for problems and report back with its findings. The next step is to run the System File Checker tool. It's a well-known utility that can cure a wide variety of Windows-based elements by repaired corrupted or incorrectly modified system files. In truth, it's not always useful. People run it out of habit more than out of necessity. However, in the case of the hexadecimal 0000000EF error code, it's a critical troubleshooting step. To run the checker, you will need to fire up Command Prompt as an admin. The easiest way is to run a search for CMD. Right-click on the result, and select Run as Administrator. Once Command Prompt is open, type SFC, scan-O and hit Enter. The process might take a while to complete. When it's finished, you'll see an on-screen list of any problems and the steps that the scan took to remedy them. The stop code could be caused by malware on your system. Malware can alter system files and processes and make them unusable. No matter what computer you're using, you need antivirus protection. Here are the best free antivirus tools you can use. If you're still encountering errors, it's time to move on to the Deployment Imaging and Servicing Management (DISM) tool. It will repair a corrupt system image. We are only interested in the last one. To use DISM, open Command Prompt as an administrator using the steps described previously. When the app is open, type DISM, online, cleanup image, restore health and hit Enter. The process typically takes between 10 minutes and half an hour. Do not be alarmed if the progress bar pauses on 20% for several minutes. It is expected behavior. Bad drivers are one of the most common causes of the stop code. Therefore, it's sensible to check that none of them require updates. To check the status of your drivers, right-click on the Start tile, select Device Manager, and scan through the list to see whether any devices have a yellow exclamation point alongside them. If you find an exclamation point, right-click on the device in question and choose Update Driver Software from the context menu. If your problem has only just started, a recent Windows update could be to blame. Thankfully, it's easy to uninstall recent updates so you can see if your issue goes away. To uninstall an update, open the Settings app and go to Update and Security greater than Windows Update greater than Update History greater than Uninstall Updates. Highlight the update you want to remove from your system. Then hit the Uninstall button at the top of the window. A clean boot is a startup mode which uses the bare minimum number of drivers, processes, and programs. Once your computer is running, you can start to load the missing processes in a bid to isolate the problem. You can try to roll back your computer to a previous state using the System Restore tool. This option is only a possibility if you have enabled the creation of restore points prior to your stop code problem starting. To use the System Restore tool, go to Settings greater than Update and Security greater than Recovery greater than Reset this PC greater than Get Started greater than Keep Files and follow the on-screen instructions. Unfortunately, there is not a standardized method to do so, it depends on your computer manufacturer. Refer to the company's support literature for guidance. If none of the above tips fix your problem, is it time to throw your computer against the nearest wall and head to the shops? Actually, there's one throw of the dice still remaining. The last recourse is to reset Windows or reinstall a fresh copy of Windows. Text source, makeuseof.com.